What's going on? Dr. Delatoro in the house. Welcome, 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 everyone. Really, really pumped and excited about the morning shift. Welcome to day number 2 of our morning shift. I'm really, really incredibly excited about today's broadcast. We're going to have an awesome, powerful time. Please tell Lottie, Dottie, and everybody to join us for this incredible teaching session today as we talk about something that's super important to you, which is your goals. Do me a favor, no matter where you're watching this, when you're watching this, go ahead and give me some shout outs, give me some love. Let me know that you are in the building, because I firmly believe that your goals matter, your goals count, and you are an important individual. And so I want you to join me every single morning at 8 o'clock this week for what we're calling the morning shift, our goal getters edition, y'all. I'm committed to helping you all not just set goals, but actually get the goals that you have aspire towards in your life. So I want to wish you a beautiful morning. I hope that your day is already starting off wonderfully well. And I just wanted to reach out to you all this morning and talk to you. Yesterday, we talked about one of the most important aspects of your goals is you got to create room, right? And I think that's so vitally important. If we want to go after that next level, we got to create room. We got to create space for the very thing that we want. A lot of us don't take enough time in our lives to really create the space necessary for the things that we want to show up. But today's topic is all about the second R of accelerated goal achievement, y'all. And that second R of accelerated goal achievement is you got to have compelling reasons. Somebody type that in the comments for me. You got to have compelling reasons for why you want what you want. And if you have, and just so you know, I'm teaching you from my brand new book, y'all. It's out. It's called Shift into a Higher Gear, Better Your Best, and Live Life to the what? Live it to the fullest, baby. Share this broadcast. We're going to be having an awesome conversation this morning about the importance of your reasons, right? And I want you to understand something. We all know Simon Sinek has a great concept, great book, great brand about, whys are more powerful than whats. And I think that's so incredibly true, right? But one of the things that I love, and I want you to write this quote down. I've been saying this quote for probably about 15 years. And I want you to write this down and remember it for the rest of your life. When the why is strong enough, the what doesn't matter and the how shows up. Woo! Come on, somebody. I'm going to say it again. Somebody type that in for me right now. I want you to type that in for me right now. When your why is strong enough, right? The what doesn't matter and the how shows up. One of the things that I'm really committed to is I want you all to understand the power of your reasons. Everybody, when it comes to goal setting and goal getting, they get so consumed by the what of their goals, the actual tasking of the goal. And they don't spend, in my opinion, nearly enough time focusing on why they want what they want. So one of the things that I want you all to begin to start to do is really kind of starting to, I want you to spend some time this week asking some of your friends, hey, why do you want what you want? When they say, I want that new car, or I want that new house, or I want that new boat, or I want to lose that 20 pounds, or I want to get in better shape, or I want this, or I want that. I want you to start by saying, listen, okay, I get that you want that, but why do you want what it is that you want? Because the what of the goal is really only the first base. Does that make sense? The what of the goal is really only first base. We really got to get to why you want what you want, because please understand this very carefully and very powerfully. My friend, this is crucial for your next level, of success in life and business. As you pursue anything, how many of you all, just by fire off in the comments, how many of you all who have achieved big goals understand that no matter what goal you set, there have always been probably 8, 10, or 15 more steps in the goal than you originally thought when you started it? Can I get some comments on that one? Can I get some likes, some hearts, something, right? You started out thinking it was going to be an A to Z thing, but it ended up being A, Z, B, 3, E, P. I mean, when you go after a big goal, there's always way more steps in that thing than you originally think when you start. Am I right about it? Come on, somebody. That's right. I see you guys. Come on, Nick. Come on, Patrice. I see you guys. Absolutely, right? So it's so right, Tisha. Come on, right? There's always way more steps in this process than we think. And guess what? It's those unexpected steps, and it's those unexpected detours, and it's those unexpected, unplanned sidebars that we didn't anticipate in the beginning. And if you're not careful, those caveats, those sidebars can derail you from your success, demotivate you from going after your next level, and then you end up quitting early. All right. Now I want everyone just to do a quick exercise with me. How many of y'all have ever set out for a big goal? And honestly, you set out towards a big goal, but along the journey, you got distracted, right? And you ended up quitting the goal early, or you just kind of said, let me go on to something else, right? Just comments, hearts, etc., etc., etc. How many of y'all have ever done it, right? I think all of us are guilty of at some point in time in our life or another, right? We said, listen, this is the goal, this is what I want, but because it got a little bit too complex along the way, I decided that I was going to do something easier. Please write this down and remember this for the rest of your life, high achiever. This is going to be a massive blessing to you this morning. Listen to me. High achievers do not do a good job at maintenance. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna bless your life. Watch this, y'all. High achievers don't do a good job at just maintaining status quo. We don't like status quo. If we can't rapidly grow something, and if we can't rapidly excel at something, and if we can't rapidly crush something, we would rather go to something else that's easier for us to crush, because high achievers like to crush stuff. We don't like to do stuff basic. We don't like to do stuff like bare minimum. You see what I'm saying? Think about it in your life. How many times has someone forced you to basically just maintain something and you're like, man, I'm out? This is because it doesn't work for you. Because high achievers, if we can't grow and dominate, we're out. Can I get somebody to just right? Because can I get somebody to agree to that? We don't like to just barely maintain something because we like to shine. And that doesn't mean that we like to have the spotlight all the time, but we do like to crush the things that we want to go after, right? So if we can't crush what we want to go after, here's what we'll do. And this is why this is such an important teaching about goals. Here's why. Because if you can't crush something that you want to do, then it's easier for you to just pull back from that one thing, shift into a different direction, and crush something else. Because as a high achiever, if we can't crush it, we don't want to be involved, right? So how does this, why does this have to, Cynthia's like, oh my God, you're like 100% true. She's like, why are you all in my business this morning? Because listen, I'm a high achiever. I talk to high achievers. This is all I do for a living. Y'all, I'm working on the biggest goal I've ever had of my entire career right now. This book is heading to the New York Times this week. Our goal is to sell 8,888 copies of this book in 7 days. And I need every one of you all's help. So I need you right now. I need you to go pick up a copy of this book on Amazon.com, BarnesandNoble.com. Grab 3 or 4 copies of it for some friends, family. Thanksgiving is coming up. Just grab a couple copies of this book, send it to a couple of friends, a couple of mastermind partners, business colleagues, and then also do us a favor. Please, 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 if you're an influencer, if you have a big podcast, if you have a big following on social media or Clubhouse, reach out to our organization. Let's do some interviews this week. We got some big goals for this book and we need you involved. We also have an influencer campaign. So if you're an influencer, please visit shiftwithdelatoro.com/influencer and sign up for our influencer campaign. All this week, we have influencers all over the world who are doing a special push to help us hit the New York Times, y'all. We have a big goal. So watch this. But as we have this big goal, since we don't like to maintain stuff, we like to crush stuff. If you want to crush it, you got to have compelling reasons why you want what you want. You got to have compelling reasons as to why you want, y'all, what you want. So let's do a quick exercise and a quick activity. Let's think of one goal that you have right now, one goal that you got right now. And one of the things that I want you all to do is I want you to share it in the comments. Why do you want the goal that you want right now? Just think of one goal, maybe one goal that you want for 2000. This is an interactive session. I want y'all to talk back to your boy. Come on, I want y'all to talk back to me. You aren't gonna be on my broadcast and not holler at your boy. So I want you to think really quickly, right? So she said, I heard you speak 15 years ago and it changed my life. Y'all, look at that, y'all. Look at that. This young lady heard me speak 15 years ago on Facebook. She heard me speak 15 years ago and she's like, I still remember what you taught me. I still remember what you shared. Y'all, that's powerful. That's powerful. You want to be the kind of speaker, the kind of communicator that is so transformative that people can remember you literally over a decade later. That's a big, big deal. God bless you, Cynthia. I appreciate you. Listen, y'all, let's get it. So let's talk about why you want what you want. Okay? Why you want. That's right, Hazel, what it is that you want. I want you to think of something that you want right now. So in other words, instead of saying, listen, I want to lose 20 pounds, why do you want what it is that you want? And I want you to come up with about 5 or 7 compelling reasons why. You need compelling, somebody type that in for me. You need compelling reasons why you want what you want. I remember one time I was giving away clothes. I was giving away. I wanted to donate clothes, and so one of my students, her name was Patrice. She was like, "Listen, I have a house, a transition center for young boys." And she said, these young boys would really, really love the clothes that you're giving away. So instead of just taking those clothes up to a Goodwill and giving them and just dropping them off, why don't you give them to some young boys in the inner city and let my program give these boys the clothes from you? And she just went into this compelling argument as to why I should donate my clothes to her organization. And her why is what made me give all those clothes to her. Not necessarily the what, but it was her why. It was her reason why. And so what I want you all to understand, hey Miracle, my daughter joined us right on Instagram. Whoop, whoop. Listen, so here's what's powerful. You got to get clear about why it is that you want what you want, because watch this. It's going to get challenging. At some point along the journey of achieving this goal, my friend, it's going to get challenging. It's going to become difficult and it's going to get hard. And when it gets difficult and it gets hard, you're going to want to quit and you're going to want to give up. So the one thing that's going to feed you when you are down and out in your luck, down and out in your, and Cassandra, you know this, right? When the chips get down and things get hard and difficult, which they will in your journey, in your process, the only thing that you can chew, the only thing that feeds you is your reasons. Your reasons are your meal when things get difficult, when things get hard, when you want to quit, when you want to give up. So, for example, I got a big goal. It's a very public goal. This week, we are heading to the New York Times. Why? Why do I want to become a New York Times bestselling author? Because African American men, in my humble opinion, are not represented in a powerful, positive enough light in our society and in our world. And if you're not a celebrity, or if you're not an entertainer, or if you're not some huge, well-known name already, it's very hard to hit the highest pinnacle of publishing in the world. I've published 8 books over the last 20 years. And so I want to be an example of what's possible. That's why I want the New York Times, because I want young kids who were labeled at risk. I was labeled an at-risk youth in the 5th and 6th grade and told academically I was not going to amount to much of anything. Raised in a single parent home, gone through all kinds of challenges and disadvantages. But I was able to go from the lowest label possible to the highest label possible in publishing. When I was in school, I was told that I had poor reading skills and I had poor writing skills. And it's amazing to me how certain English teachers told me that I didn't have any academic ability when it came to writing. And now I've written 8 books and I'm going to go to the highest level of writing recognition possible, which is the New York Times. Come on, somebody. Labels, right? I want to destroy the myth that you have to live up to whatever negative label has been placed on your life. You do not have to live up to whatever negative label has been placed on your life. You can rise up and you can literally become the exact opposite of whatever someone negative spoke over your life. I want to be a living, breathing example of that. Many of us have read books by New York Times bestselling authors, but guess what, y'all? We don't know these people. We're not cool with them. We can't high five them. They're not touchable. Does that make sense? I want to be a touchable example that you can achieve the highest level possible in your industry and still be humble and still love God. Come on, somebody, and still be cool and still be a nice person and still give back and still make a difference. I want to create scholarships for young minority students to help them go to school. I want to be able to take our book content and say, listen, you don't have to be a celebrity. You don't have to be an entertainer. You can still go to the top because you have great content. Great content matters. That's what wins the day. And if y'all believe that, come on, give me some comments, give me some hearts. That's a strong reason why. I want to be able to fund my nonprofit organization and give scholarships away to young students and teach them public speaking and presentation skills and writing skills, and then have them go out and execute those life skills out in the marketplace. That's part of my why. I want to be able to say, listen, y'all, there is nothing that you can aspire towards that cannot be accomplished and achieved. I want to help Black and brown young men and women aspire to the highest level of their academics. That's why I want to achieve this goal. Come on, somebody. Does that make sense? I want to be able to stand in front of an audience and say, listen, y'all, I don't care what label has been placed on your life. You can get, I'm a math guy. I believe this. A negative times a negative is a positive. If a negative person tells you what you're never going to be, you probably going to be the best thing at it. Does that make sense? Come on, somebody. I'm going to say that again. When a negative person tells you what you cannot be, you cannot have, what you cannot accomplish, you better go after it. In order to go after it, you got to have compelling reasons why. Does that make sense? You got to have strong, rock solid reasons why. That's what keeps you from quitting. That's what keeps you from giving up. And that's what we're pushing towards every single day. I want to prove that literacy matters. I want to prove that excellence matters. I want to prove that you don't have to have 50 million people following you on social media to still hit the highest pinnacle possible in publishing. I want to be a living, breathing example that you can make great things happen in your life. That's why I want the New York Times. And guess what? I want to be an example of that. I got it. And then I want to be able to go back and crack the code on that thing and then teach others how to get there. Harriet Tubman had to find a way to get to the North. But once she found her way to get to the North, come on, what did she say? She said, I freed thousands of slaves. I could have freed thousands more if they only knew that they were slaves. So I'm trying to find my way to the North. I'm trying to find my way to the New York Times, because once I get there, I can look back and I can leave breadcrumbs. Come on, somebody. And I can say, this is what you got to do if you want to get to the highest pinnacle of what you want to do in your industry. Does that make sense? We got to crack the code, and then we got to share the recipe. That's the reason why. So here's my question to you. What is your compelling reason why you want what you want? That's what gets you up in the morning. That's what keeps you up late at night. That's what gets you to have staff and team members supporting your vision. That's what gets you on the phone dialing for dollars and asking for opportunities. That's what gets you out there going up against your comfort zone and destroying your comfort zone so you can live in your growth zone. It's your compelling reasons why. What do you want to be the example of? Maybe you want to be the first in your family to do X, or maybe you want to be the first in your community to do Y, or maybe you want to. You see what I'm saying? My mom passed away 8 years ago. I love her to death, and my mom used to always tell me. She said, "Baby," she said, "listen to me." She said every time I would do something big, she said, "Oh, child, you stepping in tall cotton now." She said, you stepping in tall cotton now, baby. And that was a compliment. What she meant was, you're doing big things, and I'm proud of you. Y'all, I went to Florida State University in Tallahassee. I got a bachelor's and master's degree. But you know something? My own mother, it's 2021. It's 2021. My mother could not have gone to Florida State, because when my mother was my age, Florida State was not a racially integrated school. Can y'all believe that? Just one generation ago, my mom couldn't even attend Florida State. So I had a compelling reason. Y'all, some of y'all don't know this, but when I went to college, I got 2 degrees in 5 years. Come on, somebody, with a 4.0 and no debt. 2 degrees in 5 years with a 4.0 and no debt. I went to college and I wasn't playing. But what was my reason why? Why was I so? And year to date, I spent the first 6 years of my speaking career speaking to college students. I've spoken to over 1 million college students live in person, all over the world. But why? And I taught students exactly how I became successful in college. And my book and my curriculum has been in schools all across the country. But here's the question: why did I do so well in college? My compelling reason why is because my mom raised me as a single mom. And my father was shot in the upper back twice fighting for you and I in the Vietnam War. So my dad taught me about persistence and determination and never quitting and never giving up. My dad has done more from a wheelchair than most people have done in their entire life with the use of both of their legs. He became the national director of the Paralyzed Veterans Association of America. Why am I telling you that? Because my dad taught me about perseverance and determination and never quitting. And my mom taught me about sacrifice. And between the two of them, y'all, guess what? I had to go to college with a plan that I wasn't playing. I had compelling reasons why. So it doesn't matter what it is, the goal that I wanted to achieve. I want to show you what's possible. And I want to be able to speak over your life and decree things over your life that you can now believe that you can really achieve something. So I don't care what it is, my friend, you got to create more compelling reasons for why you want what you want. My man said, this is good stuff right here. Shout out to Dad for sure. Absolutely. My dad's phenomenal. I love him to death. We're like super, super close. That's right. 2 degrees, 5 years, 4.0, no debt. You got to destroy the comfort zone so you can live in your growth zone. I need every one of y'all to do me a favor. I need you to make me a promise. I want you to do it right now while you're on this broadcast. I need everybody to comment. Say, Dr. Del Toro, I've got your back, brother. I'm going to get the book on Amazon. I'm going to get a couple of copies as gifts for other people. And I'm going to tell everybody that I know that this is the book. They got to get it. And I'm going to get it today. I need you to commit to pick this book up today for me. Do me a favor. Go on Amazon, grab 4 or 5 copies off, and just do it today. Let the copies come to your house on Prime and just start giving them away to people that you love and you care about. Will y'all commit to doing that? Just type it in the comments. Say, I got your back, Del. I got your back. And if you're an influencer, I need you to visit shiftwithdelatoro.com/influencer. All right? shiftwithdelatoro.com/influencer. And check out our influencer campaign. We got some really exciting things going on with our influencer campaign. And we're asking every one of y'all who's an influencer, if you have a tribe, if you have a following, if you've got people that you teach, you develop, you coach, you train, man, our influencer campaign is unbelievable and you will love it. It'll be a massive, massive benefit to you to be a part of our influencer campaign. So I need you to type it in the comments. I got your back. I'm going to get the book and I'm going to tell others about it. And as soon as you get this book, I want you to take selfies with this book. I want you to blast it everywhere, right? Y'all, I need your help. We can't do this by ourselves, but with you, we can accomplish this massive, massive goal and we can do it together. All right. So vitally important. I appreciate you guys. Boom. My main man, he said, man, I got the book, my brother. That's what I'm talking about, Vinny. I appreciate y'all. So listen really quickly, right? Let's go back to this reasons piece. I've given you several examples, right? Now, so let's take one of the big ones that a lot of folks struggle with, right? Getting into better shape, right? Why do you want that, right? Why does it have to be 10 pounds? Why does it have to be 20 pounds? Because it's not just the number. It's why you want what you want, right? Come on, somebody. Why do you want to be healthier? My future older self will thank me for it. Why do you want to be healthier? Because I want to invest in my health now so I don't have to invest in my healing later. It's quiet up in the building. Somebody talk to you, boy. I'm investing in my health now so I don't have to invest in healing later. People say supplements are expensive. Not as expensive as medication. Can I get some hearts on that? Can I get some likes? Can I get some comments on that? Come on. People say supplements are expensive. I say not as expensive as medication. I would much rather go pick up supplements than go pick up prescriptions. I'll wait. Invest in your health now so you don't have to invest in healing later. That's why you should want what it is that you want. And listen, y'all, I'm guilty of it. I mean, I'm not the first one to tell you, listen, I need to ride my Peloton bike more. Come on, somebody. I mean, there's things I need to do to get better in that space too, but I'm trying every day. 1% better every single day. And one of the things that I've learned about myself, and I want y'all, and we're just having a conversation amongst friends here. One of the things that I've learned about myself, and we teach this in the book. We teach it in chapter 8 of the book. Shift your posse because who you ride with matters. One of the things that I believe that's really, really important is that if you have a goal, it's easier to do the goal with other people, right? So instead of you doing that goal by yourself, maybe it's a health goal or a fitness goal or a wellness goal, or maybe it's a goal in your parenting or a goal in your marriage or a goal in your academics or a goal in your wealth portfolio, right? Whatever it is that your goal is in, try to find a way to do that goal with a couple of more people. Because somebody put this in the comments, success is better together, y'all. And some of y'all are amazing, but you're lone rangers. You're out there by yourself. So you need a posse, right? That's one of the reasons why we want you to join our Facebook group. We have an incredible Facebook group inspired by this book. It's called The Shift into a Higher Gear Global Biker Posse. Come on, somebody, go to Facebook right now and join our Global Biker Posse. It's a fantastic, active community of high achievers, and all we're doing is supporting each other and helping each other with our big goals and dreams for 2022 and beyond. Success is better together. Why do I want you in the Facebook group? Why? What's the why behind the goal? The why behind the what is the Facebook group? What's the why behind it? Success is better together. Your posse matters. Who you ride with matters. Does that make sense? Who you're going on this journey of life with matters. Are y'all hearing what I'm saying to y'all this morning? I want y'all to have a fantastic start to this fantastic week, and I want you to take on big stuff. I want you to go after big goals. You're watching me live in person right now going after a goal that's 10 times, 100 times bigger than me. But why am I going after it? Because there's a quote that says this: shoot for the moon. Even if you miss, you're going to land among the stars. And there's another great scripture that says, I can do all things through Christ that strengthens me. So my friend, I'm a believer. And I believe that big things are possible. Come on, somebody. I am a believer that you can go after the impossible and manifest it. I'm a believer that you can be a trailblazer in your industry. I've always been a trailblazer. I've always been that different, edgy cat. You can't have a name like Delatoro and not realize that you're different, right? I've always been. Anybody else? Just give me some comments or give me some hearts or something. How many of y'all have realized that you're just different? You're just different, right? And that's a beautiful thing, y'all. It's a beautiful thing to own the fact that you're different. In fact, I'm gonna say it to you a little bit different, and I'm not gonna go deep down this road, but I need you to understand something. I'm gonna help you out, and I taught this in my podcast the other day. I have an incredible podcast called "Crushing Life with Delatoro." You will absolutely adore it. If you're a podcast listener, you will love our podcast. Okay. Also, I didn't mention this. The audio book to this book is a beast. Oh, it's like one of the best coaching sessions ever, because so if you like Audible, the book is on Audible, y'all. I can read it to you, and I read it with this level of passion. So imagine me for 5 hours reading this freaking gangster book to you. So listen, if you don't want to buy the physical book, go on Audible and buy 5 credits of this thing on Audible and gift it to other people. It's fire, y'all. So vitally important. But one of the things that I talk about in one of my podcast episodes of Crushing Life with Delatoro is we talk about that whole notion, that whole conversation about what it means to really have that strong, compelling reason why you want what you want. And that's all I want you to understand, my friend. I really want you to strive to get clear about what your reasons are. When I created my podcast, it's not just a podcast. The why behind the podcast is I wanted to help people do 4 things: develop the mindset, the heart set, the skill set, and the will set to live and lead an extraordinary quality of life right now. That's the why behind the podcast. Does that make sense? So whatever your goal is, you got to have a reason why. And I want you to have more than one reason why. Because as long as you have 6 or 7 reasons why, it's going to get you up in the morning. It's going to keep you up late at night. It's going to get you teaming with the right people. It's going to get you partnering with the right folks. It's going to get you connecting with the right individuals. I want y'all to share this broadcast, y'all. This is a powerful, powerful teaching tonight. And I want you all to share this broadcast, because I believe that when we share great stuff, other bigger, great blessings come our way. All right. Fire off in the comments, y'all. I need y'all support this week. This goal, I can't accomplish it on my own. I need every one of you all to get behind this. So I need you to share it. I need you to grab this book on Amazon. I need you to get it and keep this thing moving forward. Does that make sense? That's how we grow. That's how we stretch. And that's how we go to that next level. I hope you all have enjoyed today's program. Join me tomorrow, 8 a.m. in the morning, for our incredible morning shift goal getter edition. I want you to get your goals. And the best way for you to get your goals, my friend, is you got to be clear about why you want what you want. So my activity, my challenge, I call it shift work, and I don't call it homework. I call it shift work. So my shift work for you today is really simple. I want you to just journal about 6 or 7 reasons why you want one thing. Just pick one thing and take 3 minutes and just journal about it. And that's why you want to make sure you pick up our workbook, right? Because we got the book, but we also created an incredible companion workbook inspired by the book. This is why you got to get in the Facebook group. When you get in the Facebook group, we're actually in the middle of a 12-week book study right now, and we're going over the book and the workbook. So you want to make sure you join the Facebook community. You got to get this book, y'all. Go to Amazon, go to barnesandnoble.com. The book is in over 40 airports right now as we speak all across the country. So if you're traveling heavily right now, find the book in Hudson bookstores in over 40 airports all across the country. We're really, really excited about that. And I want you all, and the reason why I mentioned the workbook is because I want you to go to shiftintoahighergear.com and pick up the workbook. You can't get the workbook on Amazon, but you can get the workbook at our website, which is shiftintoahighergear.com. I want you to take some time today as a part of your shift work, and I want you to journal about why you want what you want. A really, 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 really great conversation, a great narrative, and I hope that you enjoyed this broadcast and you got massive benefit out of it. Please share it. I need you to take one powerful action today in addition to your journaling. Do me one favor and make sure that you go and pick up several copies of this book. In my humble opinion, y'all, there is one of the greatest things you can do for another human being is introduce them to great content. Again, this book is fantastic content. Every chapter begins with the word shift, and I teach you how to make small changes in your life that will make an epic, cataclysmic difference in your life, your business, your brand, your ministry, your evolution, your family, your marriage. This book will transform your life with mathematical exactitude. All right. So check it out. God bless you guys. Can't wait to see you tomorrow morning, 8 o'clock. And hey, listen, ask a couple of folks that you know to join you at 8 o'clock in the morning for the rest of this week. We're going to be live every morning for the rest of the week. Rock it out doing the morning shift. Grab some coffee, grab some tea, grab some water, and come hang out with us. It's going to be an absolutely incredible, incredible journey. And we're going to help you not just set your goals, but actually go out there and get your goals. Thank you so much, Miss Unmuted, for picking up your copy of the book. I really, really appreciate it. You guys are awesome. You're incredible. I cannot wait to see you guys live super soon. The best is yet to come. Stay along with us for this incredible journey. It's going to be a game changer. Cannot wait to see you. Cannot wait to serve you. And can't wait to see you tomorrow morning. Go out there today and let's make our lives better by shifting.